And it's the first leg quarter-final of the Conference League. That's the UEFA Europa Conference League, and our feature match today is Legia Warsaw taking on Chelsea. And this is the first leg being played away in Poland.
Left, Disbriol tries to cross into the box, deflected off for that Legia player to chase, but hey, Chelsea wins back possession and straight to Tosin Adarabioyo, who was from a formidable partnership so far, coming up with a clean sheet alongside Trevor Chalobah at the heart of the defense for Chelsea. Happy times it is. If Chelsea wins this one, there will be at least one leg into the semi-finals of an European competition. Though not the best of the competition, you want to see a former Champions League winner like Chelsea, but yeah, life happens the same way the UK government happened to Chelsea right there. So Goncalo Freire, the coach of Legia Warsaw.
Do you think it's the UK government that happened to Chelsea, or it's as a result of Russia's aggression towards Ukraine?
It is the UK government. Russia is not the owner of Chelsea.
But there's a report that what's his name, Roman Abramovich. Part of the investment he invested in Chelsea actually came from the Russian government also.
That's the report, but that's not true.
But he didn't actually come out to to.
Do you know that the second majority shareholder at Arsenal is a Russian? Arsenal would have been also it if it was a Russian that was the majority shareholder. You know that too? Do you know about Everton too? So what I'm saying is, what happened to Chelsea was UK government. C'est fini. I have my. It's clear, because if the ownership did not change, you of all people know that Chelsea will not be like.
So if you are saying about Chelsea, what will you say about Manchester United?
Manchester United, we saw the Glazer. The Glazers were more or less, they sold Man U. It was a willing seller and a willing buyer.
But is it working for them?
For Chelsea, no, it's not about working or not. You don't understand. When a club is sold willingly, do you understand what I'm saying? And it's not working or not, that one is different. But a club owner that didn't want to sell the club, they were already pushing him to the cleansers. They revoked his visa to enter the UK even before the war. But what are you saying? And it's game on the pass forward right there. It's Legia in the box of the Chelsea Football Club, and yeah, he passed the ball, but that pass was blocked by this. So that's a long pass forward for Legia Warsaw to chase. And yes, cuts back and he will shoot. Oh, he couldn't get the desired bend on that one. Mushita couldn't convert that one.
So it's Rich James sent a long one into the half of into the box of headed by the Chelsea player there, but the Legia Warsaw goalkeeper quickly reacted there and pick up the ball. Talking about Tobias, long shot there.
Tries a shot, but was blocked by the Legia Warsaw defense.
Chelsea coming in again. Let's see if they will be able to get a goal from this attack. Still with Chelsea. Send another one into the box there, but headed up by the Legia Warsaw player. Still with Chelsea inside the Legia Warsaw box. Can this be the first goal? Blocked there again. Another ball. That was, oh my God.
And that was a good attempt.
Good attempt and a lovely seek there from Tobias. Talking about the Legia Warsaw goalkeeper. That was a beautiful ball there.
First shot blocked from Kopama. I think both teams need to improve in the second half. They need to be more serious. Look at that.
In the conference, Chelsea tried to. Oh no!
And that was a cross into the box. This Briol couldn't convert that header.
How did he miss that ball there?
Santo drops the header for Gusto. A cross into the box. Headed out. Rhys James will shoot.
Oh! That should be a goal! Oh,
the flag stays down.
And that's a goal for Chelsea.
And George gets his first goal for Chelsea. I think his first goal in the Europa Conference League. Oh, what? he got the first goal in this encounter so far. So Chelsea leading 1-0 out. Straight to Chelsea. Jadon Sancho with the ball. And the pass to
This
Noni.
could be the
And Noni
second
scores
goal.
the second goal.
And
Jadon
it's
Sancho.
2-0 to Chelsea. Noni Madueke coming on in the second half and getting a goal. Assist from Jadon Sancho. This be a goal for Legia Warsaw. Oh my God.
Oh. That was a
That was a lovely, opportunity for them to pull one back there.
good
But
chance.
yeah,
Because
probably
even this Chelsea team is a lot of young players that doesn't really have experience.
well, compared to the experience of or the exposure rather, the Chelsea have been playing, you can't compare Legia Warsaw who have been playing, looking at the opponents they've been facing in their league compared to the one of Chelsea.
You talked about experience. Experience
yeah.
and exposure, they are not the same.
Well, but
You can be exposed and not be experienced.
well, Chelsea is making
Many of these guys now,
Chelsea is making everything count for them as it stands, because this second half now, I think Legia Warsaw have not been able to find the answer. So it's Christopher Nkunku who take it 1-2 and oh
They
my
miss.
God, missed penalty, saved by Tobias. Chelsea will send one. This a goal. Noni Madueke tapping it in from I think the pass from Jadon Sancho there.
2 assists.
Yeah,
for Jadon Sancho.
after lovely save, from the penalty kick, but Chelsea was able to, keep the ball alive, and Jadon Sancho, beating this man there and sending one across the front of goal of Legia Warsaw, and Noni Madueke coming on from the bench to apply the final touch to tap that ball in, and it's now Chelsea 3, Legia Warsaw new. I think this goal we save what's his name now, Nkunku from the though there will still be a lot of question mark about Christopher Nkunku performance in this game. Look at how Jadon Sancho caught the ball back there and beat the goalkeeper, and Noni Madueke was there at the right time to tap it in for Chelsea to make it 3-0 inside the 74th minute.
So it's 2 goals for Noni Madueke today, and Gusto is being withdrawn for
Is that Mueka?
no. The
Let's
second
confirm.
one is Moyaka.
Yeah, Mueka coming on. You see, what's his name now? I think Tyree George and Gusto being replaced right now. So Chelsea are enjoying, the game. Three goes up, and I think it's to me. I know in football they say anything is possible, but I think it's done and dusted for Legia Warsaw, because I don't see them going to the bridge and defeating Chelsea there. If I thought they would defeat Chelsea, I don't think they'll be able to score Chelsea 3, and Chelsea won't be unable to reply. But Legia Warsaw can still make things a bit softer for them if they can at least pull 1 or 2 goals back, to give them any hope of doing progressing, yeah. And the 2 players that came in for Chelsea, we're talking about Shumaira Mueka and Matis Amogu, yeah, coming in place of Malo Gusto and Tariq George. But that was a lovely save there by the Legia Warsaw goalkeeper there. He went the right place, and he actually parried that ball out. But Chelsea were able to keep the momentum, and Jadon Sancho beating about 2 or 3 players from Legia Warsaw there before sending that ball across the goal post there, and Noni Madueke was there to apply the finishing to make it 3 for Chelsea. And you can see tackles flying in now, and I think it's already late for Legia Warsaw. You don't need to be putting in this kind of tackle now when you're already 3 goes down, and probably they're trying to show some passion now in this game, but I think it's already late for them.
So it looks like it's late already for Legia Warsaw, and 77th minute, 78th minute of that encounter. Chelsea leading 3 goals to 0, all goals coming in this second half. 2 goals from Noni Madueke, the substitute, and 1 goal from George. So far, so good for Chelsea Football Club.
Yeah, just is trying to, we saw it with Arsenal, Real Madrid, and the first half it was goalless, and I think this was around the time Arsenal got those three, goals under maybe 15 minutes, and Chelsea have also done that, and the difference is that Chelsea is actually doing it away from home against Legia Warsaw in Poland there. And here comes Legia Warsaw trying to hit one on the counter, but Chelsea quickly, recover the ball and, trying to turn defense into attack. Now it's now Jadon Sancho with the ball again. I think Jadon Sancho has actually been, has actually stepped up in this second half. And since he switched position,
To the left hand
yeah,
side.
I talked about it in the first half, how he has been playing from the right hand side, not his favorite position. Since in the introduction of Noni Madueke, Sancho has been brilliant in this second half.
So Sancho has been brilliant. 2 assists for Noni Madueke. And it's not a bad game after all. It's not a bad game so far for Jadon Sancho. And Badashio will return it back to Levry Cowell. Straight to Mark. Oh.
Yeah.
What's the name of
Yeah, that's Mueka there.
No, I
Is
don't
it
think
Mueka?
that's
We'll
Mueka.
confirm. We'll bring you
That's
the name back.
Amadu.
Amadu, yeah.
Amadu or
They all
something.
look alike. There, Maltese Amagu there. Yeah,
Amago.
Maltese
Yeah.
Amagu.
So, Badashio we find Cucurella, who plays in Archip, and it looks more like now a training section for
Yeah,
Chelsea.
this is what I was saying about you winning your as early as possible. The first line. It gives Chelsea the opportunity to start playing those academy boys now, and Chelsea have used all their 5 substitutions, so we will not be seeing the likes of Robert Sanchez, Pedro Neto, Enzo Fernandez, Nicolas Jackson, Travis Chalobah, Moses Caicedo. We will not be seeing them coming on unless there's probably a concussion sub, which we don't even want to see. We don't want to see any player having any concussion in this game. So it's still Chelsea, with the ball now, still trying to see if they can get more goals in this game, because Legia Warsaw, they've been whitewashed, and they don't have answer for Chelsea, and I think it's done and dusted for them as far as I'm concerned. Though in football they say anything can happen, and I think Christopher Nkuku will be very, very happy that Chelsea will not be able to make any more substitution. That is what he has performed. Looking at his body language, even in the first half, to me it looks like someone that is not ready.
Someone that is absent-minded.
Yeah, and immediately the penalty, it wasn't the one that they even foul. He quickly grabbed the ball, held on to it to avoid any other player, coming to, and nobody went there, and with confidence, Chelsea is already 2 goals off at least.
He missed the penalty successfully. Well, it's still game on in that encounter. What will happen today, we don't know. We just don't know. It is football. It has a way of surprising us all right here.
Yeah, and we are having about less than 10 minutes to play, and the other center also, the Europa League match, the still Bodo Glimt, who is leading Lazio by 2 goals to 0 there in Norway. Let's quickly bring you the goal scorers of those goals for Bodo Glimt. The first goal was actually scored in the 47th minute by Sadness, assist by Blomberg, while the second goal also scored by Sadness again, assist by Egg there in the 69th minute. Those two goals will be a very, very important goal for Bodo Glimt, and it's 83rd minute now in that game. And back to the Chelsea game, what was the name? Legia Warsaw making, I think that should be a triple substitution there right now to see if they can get something from this game, which I
you mean
think
get
probably a
a goal?
consolation.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So 83rd minute it is in that encounter. Chelsea leading 3-0. It has just been a one-sided game so far.
Yeah, more especially this second half, it has been a one-sided game. Most of the play have actually happened inside the half of Legia Warsaw. Though there were about one or two times they were able to try and launch a counter, but the Chelsea players were quickly uh, recovered and stop their counter. But so far, Chelsea have been the better side, and here comes now the Madueke. Could get an hat trick now. He sent one to Nkuku. Who shoot,
Not
but is that
Oguko. That's
okay?
the youngster.
Yeah, that's Mueka, but he
Mueka.
tries to shoot there, but blocked by Legia Warsaw player there. And in fact, if that boy had scored before Nkuku in this game, Nkuku needs
Oguko too has scored a lot of goals in this conference league. It's not that
well, he
bad.
has scored a lot of
Sometimes
goals,
you
but,
have a
what
bad
I mean
day in the
in
office.
this particular, but his body language.
I just
know
think
you
it's
can
just
play
a
game
bad
but
day
not
in the
score, but
office.
the way he has been playing this game,
And surprisingly, Korodu United just finished their encounter and they won 6-0
wow,
against Castina United.
yeah,
in the
it doesn't
Nigerian
really happen
Premier
in the
League.
Nigerian Premier League, though.
Often, that's
yeah,
it's
it's
surprising.
very, very
Six
rare.
goals to
6
nil
goals to nil.
at the Onikon Stadium.
Yeah, and Ikorodu United have been, one of the surprising team in this season league in the Nigerian Premier League, because at the beginning of the season, about after 5 matches,
They looked like they were
looked
going
they are
back.
going back, but so far they've stepped up, and I won't be surprised if they actually pick a continental ticket come next season.
Yeah,
Kudos
that
to
would be
the
a
team
tall
from,
order. That would
yeah,
be a
kudos to
tall
the team
order.
from
But
Lagos.
let's see if afterward they will pick that. But that would be really, really a tall order for them to
Yeah,
get.
a
But
tall order for Ikorodu United, but Remo Stars, looking good for the league as it stands, and the Nigerian league has really changed. There've been a lot of improvement, but more still needs to be done. We want to see our league, dominating like the way the South African league are dominating now. I think the South African league now, they have about 3 clubs in the is it the quarterfinal now or the semi-final of the
quarter
CAF,
final of the CAF.
yeah, and you could see that's an improvement. 3 teams. They knocked out Zamalek and I think Esperance. I want to see Nigeria League getting back to those days of Ayimba, dominating the CAF Champions League then. And but for some time now, the Nigerian teams have been very, very disappointing when it comes to the continental stages. And hopefully we'll get there. And here comes Chelsea again now, trying to make it 4. Could this be number 4? Still with Chelsea.
Jadon Sancho still with the ball down the left. And yes, can they make it one more goal in this encounter? Jadon Sancho stand next to his opponent, tries to be trickery, but still with the ball. Had to return it back to Badashil, who finds the level Colwill straight to the young star. And it's Chelsea just trying to pass the ball around. I know right now the next thing to do is to while away the time.
Yeah, 86th minute of play, and Chelsea now in control, passing around. Even the goalkeeper having a fee, because this second half, I don't think he has actually done anything. Talking about the Chelsea goalkeeper in this second half.
Yeah,
But,
it has been a pure dominance
for
for
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Yeah, and the Chelsea player had to at least make him involved by passing back to him. And you see, the Chelsea manager there, you know, showing appreciation, to the Chelsea players and Chelsea fans, the traveling team to Poland there, you know, encouraging and cheering on their team. I think they are happy with what they've seen in this second half.
Yeah, I think they should be happy. It has been one hell of a performance for them. Even though losing a penalty and still having 3 on the scoreboard, it's something good for them, but it's a low side compared to Chelsea standard. Really, really low side. I think an average team in the Premier League, even a Crystal Palace, should be able to defeat.
Will Southampton be able to defeat Legia Warsaw?
It's really possible if you look at it. Compare how Chelsea has dominated this Legia, and a Southampton playing against a Chelsea will not be this easy.
Well, I think I don't know of Southampton because they've been very poor, but I think a team like what they call them, Ipswich Town, we defeat this Legia Warsaw that played today, but they might fancy their chance against Ipswich Town because this Chelsea, the approach for the Chelsea and Ipswich Town are not the same. So let's see, Legia Warsaw with the ball now, trying to see if they can get consolation from this game, but it's looking like they will not get anything. And the other encounter there is still Bodo Glimt 2 while Lazio 0, and it's 90th minute there. So we are into the additional time of that game, and the Chelsea game now, any moment from now, we'll be seeing additional time from the referee. I don't think there will be more than 3 minutes additional time in this game for Chelsea, because there was no too much stoppage aside from the substitution, no injury to any player. And but now back to Legia Warsaw. Yama, do you think Chelsea should be preparing for the semi-final, or they should still be preparing more for this game? I mean, talking about the second leg.
I think you have to first take care of who is in front of you.
So you think it's not all over for done and dusted?
In football, if it's not over, it is not over. That's just it.
Well, my own opinion, I think it's already over for Legia Warsaw. Even if Chelsea had won 1-0, yeah, this should be oh my God. That was a save from Philip Jorgensen, and Legia was almost pulling one back there for to give them their fans something to cheer about, and it's a corner kick now to Legia Warsaw. Let's see if they'll be able to get consolation there. We talked about Jorgensen not being involved too much in this second half, but look at how he reacted to that ball, and he made a lovely save there to deny Legia Warsaw from scoring, and it's corner kick now to Legia Warsaw, and the referee talking to Marco Corella and the Legia Warsaw player, they're telling them to be calm and use their their senses now to avoid any stories that will touch the eye, and it's quickly taken to the half of Chelsea there, but calmly gathered by the Chelsea goalkeeper, talking about Philip Jorgensen, looking at that boy again, and that was a rifle there from the Legia Warsaw player, but the Philip Jorgensen quickly reacted to that ball and sparring it out to corner kick, which they quickly taken, and he actually came out and claimed the ball, and it's Chelsea now with the ball at the back. So it's still Chelsea now trying to inside the half of Legia Warsaw. Caribbean did fourth goal and send it to Noni Madueke, who is on a hat-trick now, and take a shot, save again by the Tobias, talking about the Legia, another shot, but this time way wide, sending it wide by from Badiashile there, trying to see if he also can get on the score sheet. And I think the Legia Warsaw goalkeeper has been the best player, and he has made a couple of saves in this game, even saving a penalty from Chelsea. And we are into the additional time now. Any moment from now, the referee will be calling it a day. And but Legia Warsaw now trying to see if they can get consolation. Now they come again from the right hand side into the half of Chelsea. Send one into the box of Chelsea. Who is there? No, clear that for I think that should be a corner kick from Levi Cowie there. Is it corner or train?
Corner kick.
Yeah, it should be a corner kick. Legia Warsaw are now playing like a team that wants to get at least a consolation. They didn't actually take it serious until after Chelsea got those 3 goals.
But I think this most likely will be their last chance.
And sending into the box there, but headed out by the Chelsea, but still with Legia Warsaw there. Send it back. Let's see what they'll do.
And Legia was trying to find a goal at the death of this encounter already in the last minute of additional time of the 3rd minute of the 3 minutes additional time. And the cross into the box, headed out by Badiashile right there. It looks like this defensive pairing of Badiashile will end up with a clean sheet today.
Yeah, it looks like that. And the other game in the Europa League has ended. It's Bodo Glimt who defeated Lazio 2-0 in the first leg. So Lazio have a lot of work to do.
And that's a mountain to climb.
Yeah, 2-0. It's not easy, and it's not impossible. Like we said, in football, anything can happen. So Lazio just have to do better than
and that's the final.
And it's a final whistle at in Poland. There, Chelsea claiming all 3 points and taking 3 goals advantage into the second leg. Goal scored by 2 goals scored from Noni Madueke, and the first goal actually came from Tariq George, and we saw Christopher Nkunku missing a penalty in this game. What's your take about this game?
Yeah, good game. Good second half. First half a bit appalling, but came out in the second half, did some changes, and everything changed. And it's good to take 3-0 back to the Stamford Bridge. It makes the return leg a lot easier.
Yeah, and Chelsea actually won the game 3-0 there, and good one for Chelsea. And Chelsea will now be taking a 3-0 lead into the second leg of this encounter. And if Chelsea win, I think we've seen Chelsea part. I think they'll be facing let me just confirm again. They'll be facing
the second leg. Who I don't give our viewers who they will be facing.
Okay.
At the second leg of the encounter.
Yeah, and this is how we end the show right here. But there are some other matches coming on. Talking about Manchester United taking on Lyon. You can join us later for that. And it's been a very good day in the office for Chelsea defeating Legia Warsaw. And you hear from Yermite, he said he actually, Chelsea had to step up in the second half, getting 3 goals and the 3 points. So viewers, thank you all for staying tuned with us, and we really appreciate you. So you can join us also for our other coverages also, and tomorrow talking about our Talk Sport show, you can also join us, and we say a very big thank you all for joining us on this program. So stay blessed and have a wonderful day.